man, I don't even know how to start this off. It's been a while since I posted, like 5 years. Anyways, what is up, YouTube? Good morning, everybody, to whom it may concern. I was just looking at my last video. It's been a long time since I've uploaded, literally 5 years, and that was 2020. And to think how much has changed, it's insane. You know, you guys probably don't know who I am, so I want to give a little briefing to who I am and what I want to make this channel about. So hi, my name is Tosh. I'm a third-year kinesiology student and fitness and health promotion graduate. Now, the purpose of the video today, the reason why I wanted to make this is because I wanted to sort of document my journey, you know, my fitness journey. I posted about 5 years ago when I was 17, and I kind of want to just explain what has happened since then and where I currently am now. So currently, I'm studying kinesiology in my third year. I have one more to go. And I've graduated in a 2-year fitness and health promotion program. So kinesiology has helped me with the fundamentals of exercise physiology, anatomy, neuroscience, and psychology, which has been really beneficial because it helps with motivation and behavior. And it's like the more you know, the more you can apply. It's honestly given me a greater appreciation to why I do what I do and, you know, what happens when you exercise. And when you know why you're doing what you're doing, you're more likely to do it. And I think that's the easiest way to explain that. And when I was 17, I really was at the peak of my exercise. I started off as a heavier kid. I was at 210 pounds. I remember I was in grade 6 thinking, man, this is insane. I'm so heavy. I need to lose this weight. So that's where it really all started. And I started researching, you know, I knew about calories in, calories out, and how to work out. I was really just getting that's surface level information, and it came with a lot of trial and error, to say the least. You know, there wasn't a mentor out there to tell me what to do and what not to do. There was just mainly me trying out what works for me. Now, with that being said, I had a long journey. I probably started around 12, 14 years old, spending all this time through trial and error and just learning, trying to find the best techniques backed by science. With that being said, when I was 17, I was in the best shape of my life, and I was benching like 185. I have a video for 13 that I'll post up. I don't have my squat and my deadlift, but I think I have a video of me squatting 285 for 4, which is equivalent to 330, or about 3 plates. And deadlifting, I don't have a video of it, but I've deadlifted just a little over 3.5 plates. So my goal with this video is sort of to document whether or not I know what I'm doing. And also, you know, it's just my fitness journey, you know, for me to see the progress that I make. Because I know once I start, I'm going to make a change. It's just how big of a change can that be? I think just seeing the change in anything can be a little motivating. So, especially just thinking about, you know, the future. I have a lot of energy towards this right now. I'm very happy because I'm getting started. You know, there's a lot of excitement built up right now at the beginning, like there usually is. So I'm just going to try to hold this energy for as long as I can and ride that train because, yeah, I know the deeper you get into a cut, especially, the energy levels can deplete crazy. And that's why, you know, with the knowledge and everything that I've kind of learned up to here, all the tips and tricks, I'm going to try to apply everything that I know to the best ability that I can, the best results. And, you know, this will be that documentation to see if I can do it, but also for you guys to maybe learn a few tips and tricks along the way as well. So I'll show you what I've been doing so far, where I'm at, and what my goals actually are. So this here is basically what I've been doing for my workouts of 2025, I guess, the winter season. As you can see here, I've been tracking my weight, my body fat percentage, and calories in, calories out. It's all obviously an estimate based off of Fitness Watch and like MyFitnessPal. And like the scale, obviously, all in the body fat percentage. Just everything's an estimate in life, you know, but the best thing to do is to get an estimate every day so that, you know, you can see where you're tracking. Yeah, it's hard to obviously get the very accurate amount of information for all this stuff, but you don't need to be so detailed with how many calories you are eating. You just need to know an estimate. You don't need to actually put it through
the burn calorimeter or whatever it's called, just to find out, oh, this salmon has this many calories compared to this other salmon piece. That's how you would actually have to do it. But yeah, enough of this blabbering. This is what I've been doing. This is pretty cool. It's been pretty beneficial just to see myself, like how I've been tracking. And these are my workouts too. As you can see, I've got about 6 weeks into my workouts. This is the hypertrophy phase, and I have 2 days. This is the hypertrophy phase and volume phase of my other session. So I've got about 6 weeks in. I'm getting stronger, which is pretty cool. I just want to detail this, which is the most important part. These are my goals for the first and second year. As you can see right there, my goal for 2 years, is to burn that many calories, which is equates to that many pounds, and the body fat percentage that I'm trying to lose. So for the first year, I want to bench 205 for 12, and squat and deadlift 315 for over 8, run a 5K less than 24 minutes, which I've done a sub 25, I guess it is. I did a 24 something minute. I didn't do under 24 minutes. I want to go under 24 minutes. 10K, I want to do broad jumps. These are basically normative data just for my age and height. So yeah. And then for the second year, these are like, I want to like crush my numbers. I just want to be like these are the numbers that I'm eventually working up towards. So I have a goal in mind for what I want to work up towards, whether it's the normative data or it's actual personal like records that I want to lift. And I don't know if I'll get this in my second year. I'm being pretty generous with, my goals and everything, but like, it's better to shoot high, aim high, and, miss a little bit lower, because you just give it your all. So these are my goals. We'll see, what I can do in the next couple of years. And I'm going to be documenting this for me and, for anybody else that cares. So let's see if I can reach any of these. I'm kind of excited. All right, so here I have my 2-year goal plus my morning routine, written on the whiteboard. So 2-year goal is to lose 50 pounds and 20% body fat. Yeah, I want to be heavier than I was as a teenager, pretty much. Currently, I'm 34%, or I started in October, but I'm starting this video in December. I started off about 245 pounds almost. That's the heaviest I've ever been. This whole journey of me wanting to lose weight all started in grade 6 when I was about 210 pounds stepping on the scale. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of weight. And yeah, I still have videos of what I looked like and like when I was 12 years old and wanting to lose weight. Now I'm the heaviest I've ever been, and my body fat percentage puts me in the obese category, maybe almost morbidly obese. So it's definitely at that stage where it could be becoming a problem on my health. Obviously, something that I got to work on. You'll see that in my first year, I want to lose 10% body fat, which will put me in, a healthier range, which is great. And I also want to be around 216 pounds, so this will be a great difference in the first year. And then also in the first year, I want to be as strong as I was back when I was, in high school. If like I in my 20s can be stronger than I was in high school. And my goal is to obviously, eventually be there, whether it's in my second year, but I want to do it in my first year. So that's what gives it, that added extra bit of challenge, which is, a little bit more encouraging too. And then for my morning routine, I just do a couple of things. I just do the cat camel, the McGill Big 3, because this is one of the best things for your spine. A good morning stretch routine. So I start off with these little wall sit, and I'm either doing push-ups and squats or pull-ups and like calf stuff. And I'm just getting normative data for myself here so that I know where I'm at and like if I'm making improvements or not. So with all that being said, this is what this is looking like. Let's go see what I am currently looking like for the start of this video. So here are my metrics. So I am 22 years old, 5'8.5". And if you know these scales, you can either set it up to like
active or inactive. I just put inactive all the time. So this is where I am currently standing, 231.2 pounds and just under 32% body fat with 38.4% muscle. I don't really care about, the last bottom row. The first two things are what I look at the most. That's the current weigh-in, but I'm gonna do a little physique update just to show you, what 30% body fat looks like. So I guess I'm gonna try to get the video from this angle at all times, so it's an honest update week after week. So the front, relaxed. Side. And I'm gonna do a pinch just like as a body fat calipers would. You can see that you could pinch, I think like 2.5, 3 inches of fat here. So that's a clear indication of, a lot of fat, body fat on the side chest too. There's a lot of fat, I'm just being honest. This is a honest visual representation of where I'm at. Even on the tricep, where there might be a little definition, there is still a ton of fat, The love handles. So not a lot definition. So just to conclude, I will be sticking to this fitness journey for as long as possible. I don't plan on stopping because I'm calculating my calories slowly. I'll be giving you guys excellent fitness tips on basically what I'm doing to make the small adjustments so that I can make it more adherable and just stay on this journey for as long as possible. So I'm gonna be documenting this journey of progress and weight loss along the way for me and for anybody else who cares out there. I'll be giving out tips and tricks as a kinesiology student, and I'll be posting on Instagram and on YouTube. Anyways, that's a wrap for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to hear from potentially some of your guys' fitness journeys too. And I hope you guys follow along for what I have in store because, I feel like this is going to be my best transformation yet.